Good evening. Welcome to another build stream with the WhittaKEE. Hope everyone's good. Won't be on for too long because, to be honest with you, I've nearly finished what I was building and I need some. Good evening. Thank you for popping in. Nice to see you. So, so I was building this. I will have to when I get a bit better. I will have to sort out a second camera so you can actually see what I'm building. I've built that. Now you might think, oh, is that it? No. Whoa. There you go. So I'm almost done. I'll try and turn it around without dropping it. That would be fun, wouldn't it? There you go. Obviously, it doesn't come with the coupe figure. Oh. I have to say it's non-Star Wars, but it's actually been one of my favorites, and it's a lovely looking set. And most of the figures come with either jaw molded legs or jaw molded arms. You don't get that. Star Wars don't get that treatment. But it's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Star Wars, but every so often, after building lots of sort of grey big ships, it's nice to have something with like gold and red and stuff in it, a bit more colourful. Yeah. But the problem is, I've got 2 bags left, and then it's like, what else can I? What else can I buy? Oh yeah, on the gin tonight. Cheers. Right, let's go get a bag. So I was going to try and sort out a stream with Corhan tonight or Martin, but unfortunately he's busy. Well, it's not unfortunately. He's probably having a very nice evening with his fiance. So that should be nice for him. But yeah, if see if anyone pops in later on or something like that, like they did the other night. Probably not as much though, because it's just on my channel and I don't have that many followers. So normally when Martin comes on, I put it on his channel as well, and then you get loads. But yeah, right. Let's get a move on. I mean, when I have finished, I can always start building that, but I think Nimble might want to do a stream with me on Saturday, so I was saving that. But if anyone's thinking about going into another theme, a different theme or something, I really recommend One Piece. Really nice sets. The Going Merry's nice. The Little Hut's nice. There's a couple of them, like Buggy's tent, and I think it's Arlo's sort of building. A bit more play sets, really. Not so great for displaying, but the Buggy tent comes with a great Buggy character, and I think at the moment it's it was £44 and it's down to 25, I think, at the moment. And to buy the figure on its own is like 14-15 quid. So never know. Next month I might just get it. And I think with that set as well, you can get it where he goes really small as well. If you haven't seen the program, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But Buggy basically has eaten a forbidden fruit, and it means that you can cut him up and he's still alive. He can go into all different small pieces. I mean, hopefully one day on the Cool Hand Luke show we'll do a show about One Piece. I have got someone lined up. I haven't seen the show, but I want to start it. I mean, it depends. I mean, originally it's a manga one, so it's like God knows how many episodes, about 100 episodes. But I find that one's a little bit too sort of shouty. A lot of screaming in it, where the live shows a little bit more mild, but a bit more fun, I think. I think they've done quite well of putting it from, because I know they've made some certain things they've done and it hasn't come out right with other sort of manga programs, but I think they've done well with this one. The second series probably not as good as the first, and I do think they tried to get too many characters in and rush it. I think it would be better if it was something like a 12-parter, 12 episodes in the season. But it's still fun. If you just like mindless fun, then it's great. But then, like I said, I mean, even if you don't like the program, the sets are just great. There's some great sets coming out. I mean, obviously, I've got the Going Mary, which was the ship, but they're also bringing out another ship. So I just think they're just look really nice on display. And like I said, this one's great, and it's big enough in that to put in, other figures as well. Just build it up, which I've already got some ACOB figures in there. So yeah, right. Get the bag. Blimey, it's hot. I don't know what it's like over America at the moment, but it's hot here. Not that I'm complaining, because I do like the heat, but not so much at night. I think we're heading for another heat wave at the moment, this next couple of days. But then again, over here, it only lasts for a few days and then it goes. So, and you tend to find that all the people that moan in the winter about how cold it is, funny enough, after a couple of days of hot weather, they moan as well. Well, I bask in it. Right, so basically I'm just finishing off the top, I think. So I should get on with that. I don't know if Paddy's around, or I think it might just be me tonight. But like I said, it won't be too long, because it probably won't take me long to do these. And then if no one else is around, then I'll go and watch some more films. Been watching horror films recently. I'm not really a big horror person, but I really enjoyed the new version of Salem's Lot. I remember the original sort of TV series. I think it had David Soul in it, if I remember. They did a remake, but it was not like the actual original, where this one's a bit more true to the mini-series. It's a very famous scene where this little kid's, the vampire's knocking on the window wanting to come in, and they got that pretty, what do you know, by yourself, scary. I have no choice. Oh, anyway, get the violins out. But nothing too, I'm watching one at the moment, and it's called Ick. I've never heard of it. I like watching things I've never heard of. It's got Brandon Roth in it, or Roof. He played Superman once. It's about this kind of like bacteria plant. Yeah, it's quite gross. But when it's over the top like that, it's fine. It's the creepy ones that get me. I mean, I've recently watched Beetlejuice, but I mean, that's not really a horror. So that's a comedy, but it was fun. And then what was the other one I watched, which I really quite enjoyed? It's called Arcadian. Nick Cage. So I love anything with Nick Cage in it, because I think he's great. He doesn't care what he does. And basically, it's like sort of after Earth's gone through like some disease or whatever and killed a lot of people off, and then these strange things come at night and attack you. Kind of seen that kind of thing before, but it was good. It was interesting. What's the other one I've got lined up? The new version of The Mummy. I thought I'd give that a go, see what that's like. Obviously, that's nothing like the Mummy films with Brendan Fraser, because they were just like comedies, really. Oh no! Oh, there it is. Nothing worse than dropping Lego, especially when you can't find it until later when you stand on it. Then you find it. Right. Like The Mummy, let me know how the new one is. Yeah, I mean, the clips I saw, it looks like definitely more of a horror, and like this young girl gets like almost like possessed, I think, a bit like The Exorcist or whatever. I shan't be watching that one tonight. What was that in the daytime? Thank you. I mean, I think once I finish off this Ick, I might have a little break and watch the latest. I think it's The Running Man. I mean, I love the original. I know this one's quite different, but it'd be nice to see what it's like. But yeah, I'll definitely let you know about because it's great at the moment. I've been watching so many films, so many things. Because bless him, my friend Tom, he said like, "Oh, do you want my Now TV code?" I was like, "Oh, great, thanks, mate." And it's got everything on it. And as I love me films and stuff, it's great. Do you watch House of Dragons, Game of Thrones? Right, so I've watched Game of Thrones. I watched the first season of House of Dragon. Now that I've got Now TV, I can watch the rest. Haven't got round to it yet. I might have to rewatch the first series of House of Dragon. And I haven't seen the other one as well. There's another one, isn't there? I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I will get around to, because I do like that sort of thing. And obviously, I really like Matt Smith, one of my favourite doctors. I mean, he's not everybody's cup of tea, but because he's said like, "Oh, he was too young to be Doctor Who." But yeah, the thing is, he was young, but he was like a young person or I should say, an old person in a young man's body. Right, this is coming along nice. So even this bit just looks like a little boat on its own, which is pretty cool. Ooh, one colour. Yeah, I mean, most things that are sort of science fiction or fantasy. There used to be a little joke I used to say when people say watch films. I was like, well, unless it's got like a dragon or a spaceship in it, I'm not interested. But I'd like to say, as I've got older, my taste has got a bit more broader. As long as it entertains me. Making some kind of roof. So which one do we have in the chat then? Is it Mr. Hawk or Mrs. Hawk, or is it both? You know, I know I bring it up quite a bit, but I'm so looking forward to going back to Brickworld. I mean, technically, I haven't had like the Brickworld Blues, as not as much as I did last year, but I am like, yeah, I just can't wait to go back. Not that I want to wish my life away, but it's so much fun. It's not right because there's a great gap. I'm assuming that's oh yeah, I'll fill it in later. Uh-huh. I suppose that by accident. It's funny, really. I just realised I'm sat here and I'm kind of chatting to myself. Years ago, people think you're nuts. That's cool. I like the way that's angled. So there you go. So that's filled in the gap nicely. The other side. Yeah, so you've got these two, and put them together, and it makes the angle, which is quite nice. It's okay. I'm listening, just working too. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've got to go back to work tomorrow. Oof. And I'm on a 2 to 10 shift as well. Yeah, not overly keen. It's nice to lay in bed, but I think when I'm on a late shift, I just tend to just sleep and work. Right, that's that bit done. Day is it? It was Wednesday. I'm assuming Martin's been on here earlier to do his I think what's he doing on a Wednesday? For every subscriber, he puts a piece on that he's making. So yeah, anyone who sees this on replay, and yeah, please please follow and like me, but also the Cool Hand Luke show as well, which I'm a big part of. I do a show every Sunday. It's mainly Star Wars, Lego, but we chat about other things, and we have guests, and I mean, we had the last Sunday was quite a big one. We had Johnny Coyne, who basically plays General Coyne, the sort of main bad guy from the Mandalorian and Grogu film. Such a nice guy, really humble, and it's just great for him to. Yeah, basically lives in Hollywood. He's a Hollywood star, and he agreed to come on. Really nice, really good show. Not too sure if we'll ever be able to top that, but you never know. Pedro might come calling. Okay. Right, so it looks like I'm making some kind of white tower. Let's see where it goes. Oh, every so often I get a nice gust of wind from my fan. Nice. I'll be taking that definitely in the bedroom tonight because, like I said, love the hot weather, but trying to sleep when it's hot. Oof. Because, yeah, we don't, not many people over here, we don't have air conditioning in the houses, mainly because base is cold for the rest of the day. Yeah. I messed up something. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, I have noticed a couple of times in this build. I think from the TOT. I think Josh. Is it Josh? No, Stone. Sorry, Stoner was. And I agree with him when he says about a piece farm in sets to make it look like there's more pieces. So, for example, I've got this cheese wedge, which is a 1x2, and then basically putting one on and on the other side, two 1x1s, where you could have just used another 1x2. Naughty. I suppose it looks good then. It's like, oh look, it's all these many pieces. Right. I'll have this now. Right. So I get chatting away, and I've made a mistake. Easy done. I discovered it quickly. Nothing worse than finding a mistake after you've built all on top of it. Which I'm sure some people have been there. Right. It's times like this I wish, because if I'm not on stream and I'm building, I normally have music on, but obviously it's a shame you can't play any music or you get copyrighted, which is a shame. Plus, I don't know if people would like maybe my taste in music. Right. Right. Okay. So it is. It's like a mini lighthouse. It goes on the top. Nice. Right. Lots of candle pieces. I'll make 2 of these. And there you go. 1, 2. So I'm basically building now two a little tower there for the middle one, and then I'm basically building two, it looks like two kind of crow's nests. But I'm not even instrumental. No. No, unfortunately. Alright, I've lost a piece. There it is, look at that. One little tiny white piece inside a white bag. Right, so there you go. One there, and one there. Yeah. Almost a set on his own, to be honest. Right, so let's get this big boy. Right, angle that down a bit. There you go. And it sits on. Hello. Look at that. Almost done. Oh, I hate it when it's the last bag. Right. Oh, that's... Excuse the noise. Right, so everything on the ship's done now. I think this is just the front part. Well, I think there's a little bit of a play feature. Where you can put two characters on, like on the round things, and twiddle with a cog, and they look like they're fighting. You've seen on sort of Star Wars sets and things, I think. Well, funny enough, they I think this one here has it. Right. Okay. Piece. That reminds me, I used to work a little lad, because I look after children with learning difficulties and stuff. And I looked after this young lad who loved Lego. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple of months ago. But used to loved watching me build Lego because he couldn't actually build it himself, but he loved watching. But he'd always ask me like what each piece, almost what they were and what they were called, and I was like, most of the time I didn't have, I just made up. So, and it always still gives me a little smile on my face now when I get this piece, which is like a curve, like almost like two cheeks. So yes, I told him that this was called a bum piece, which he found very amusing. So every time I get one of these, yeah, there's a little smile on my face. I mean, obviously some pieces were I got it right, but saying that, I got a completely wrong piece. Yeah, butt piece. Yeah. Yeah, bless him. He liked anything that was a little bit naughty, you know, that sort of. Bless him. Another piece, same as that, almost. Yeah, this will be done in no time, I think. I must admit, when I started building Lego a couple of years ago, this would have taken me, well, quite a while. I would take my time and stuff, but it's amazing how quick now it just all comes together. But I do try to slow it down a bit. I think I've just been trying to do like a couple of bags at a time. But the problem is, once you start, it's like, oh, one more bag, nah, just one more bag. Alright, so I think I'm going to start building the function. There's 3 pieces, right? Okay. I'll show you in a minute how far this is going. Just put that in there. That's not. Right. So it looks like I'm doing maybe the movement parts, or maybe not. Yeah, as I said earlier, I think you should change the rules and let us have music on the background or something. I mean, I could start singing, but I don't want to lose the only view I got at the moment. So, right, so there you go. You can see that's just the insides of it, I think. At least there hasn't been any kind of Technic stuff in this build. Not a big Technic fan, to be honest. I mean, obviously some sets do need it for stability and stuff, but actual Technic sets, nah, no thanks. Right, 2 of those. Definitely building some kind of structure though, I think. I don't mind Technic, but not my favourite now. I remember once his mum bought a Technic set, and it was just like, oh god, what was it? It was like a big yellow plain thing. I mean, I built it for him, but it's it wasn't pleasant. I know his mum likes it, but he likes Technic. I said, yeah, but he's not the one who's bleeding building it. I mean, his favourite was like the 3-in-1s because he couldn't play with them, so he liked display. And yeah, 3-in-1s were his favourite, especially the giraffe one. Well, giraffe was his favourite animal. Right, so it's not white there again. No, it's white. Right, there's a bit more there now. Obviously, something's going to be sitting on top of that. What have we got here then? Tiles. Is this going to be hidden though? More some white bits, little tiles, and right. So yeah, here comes the cogs, the movement part. Good one. There. There's another one. Love the 3-in-1s. Yeah, I mean, I don't collect them myself, but because I mean, I know I've gone to another theme now, but if you start collecting so many, blimey, I mean, I'm running out of space as it is, and as we all know, Lego's not cheap. But I enjoyed building them with him. They were great. So he had the giraffe there. He was going to get the lion, but unfortunately didn't happen. But he had the panda and the buttle tiger, and yeah. I mean, the new koala set that looks really nice, but I think if I started collecting all of that, I'd have to sell a lot of my Star Wars stuff, which I don't particularly want to do. Right, there you go. So you can see all coming together. Now we're going to cover it up. Old Tiger got me one too, yeah. And you know what? It's quite funny because a lot of those sets, even the smaller ones like the cat and stuff like that, but a lot of the and the birds, you had the parrots and things, but a lot of the sets had the same kind of connection on the neck. And he did find it really funny when I brought him into his room one day, and I'd swapped all the heads round. So you had like the giraffe with a tiger's head, or the panda with a rhino's head. He did find that very, very funny. Bless him. It did look a bit weird though. Right. Right, a little bit of. There you go. If you have any frame-on sets and you're a bit bored one day, then just swap the heads round. Right, nearly there. Right. So it's all covered now. So just got to do a little bit more decorating on it, I think. Tiling. Yeah. Nearly finished, so I'm going to have to really stop myself and go and find another set tomorrow. Because unfortunately, I was saving up to go to London with a friend's wedding, but 2 days ago I had massive toothache, had to go and get an emergency treatment, and it cost me £457. So there goes my savings. Great. It was not one thing. Yeah, that was painful. That always happens. Like I was saying to my friends at work, I sort of compared it to if you watch the Up film, where him and his wife's trying to save up for their, to go on this special, and every time they almost get the money for it, something comes out, they have to use the money. Unfortunately, they never went. But I am still going. Right, a few more pieces left. Right. I don't know. Have I missed? Oh my god! I think oh dear. I'm glad you're still going there. Yeah, I said to me. I mean, I was a bit worried, but my mate said because we're going like a B&B, Airbnb. He said like if you haven't got the money until afterwards, that's fine. But it should be alright. Right now, I knew it. I missed a piece out. It's got to go inside the bottom. I wonder if I can just take that. Let's slide that in there. If that goes in there, that's not going to go round, is it? That's what it says. It all works right. So that's that done. I think if you get, for example, this little chap here, lovely little figure, Mihawk. And stick him on there. And you get this bloke, which I love this piece because obviously he has 3 saws and he has one in his mouth, so you can actually attach it around his neck, and it looks like he's got a sword in his mouth. So you put that on there, and then you do that. It's obviously quite distance away, but you get the whole idea. So this now attaches to the front. I'll try and do. Ooh. Right. You really got to be careful. I really don't want to be dropping this. Right. So the finished product. There it is. Absolutely great. No, I'm joking. Absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend this set. I mean, not only does it look great from that side, it's very similar to the Goonies in a way where it's like one side, but I mean, I think this one's got a bit more to show on the outside, but then on the inside as well, you've just got this really nice interior. The only thing I will say is you get these little like wanted posters, a bit like what you did with the Harry Potter. And let's see if I can get one. There we go. These. Now you get 5, and I know they're random, but I ended up with 3 of those. I mean, that's a bit taking the biscuit, in it. I mean, maybe get 2, but not. So I might write to customer service and see if they might just exchange some. I doubt it, but you never know. They're pretty good customer service, but yeah. So that's the whole set done. In fact, there you go. There's the wanted posters. So I've got a couple of those Arlos. I've got 4 of those ones I just showed because I had one from another set. I need Gold Roger. I need Alvina, and I need Kuro. I did see them on eBay. Some of them they were selling, but they wanted something like about £8 for it. I was like, I'm paying that for a bleeding tile. Blimey. Right. Well, now that the build's done, I go off and play with it now. I think I will stick it in my front room for a little bit because it is a nice ship to or a nice set, I should say, to display. And yeah, I'm like I said, it's a lovely display setup. But as a kid as well, I could really see them having fun with it. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of rooms. Yeah, just great. And I had a CMF pirate. Never knew what to do with her. Well, she's in there now. She's serving behind the bar. So anyway, I'm going to probably call it a night. It's coming up to an hour anyway when I finish the stream. But thank you, Super Cabra, for keeping me company. It's been really nice. And hopefully, if anyone catches on replay, then hope you enjoy. And obviously, like and subscribe. I'm not going to do a Martin and do every stream till I get to 1,000, but I'd like to get to 100. So if anyone, if you haven't subscribed, then please do. Yeah, good to see you as well. Thank you so much, like I said, for keeping me company. It feels like I wasn't quite talking to myself. Yeah, so right, well, take care, everyone. And I'll see you all on Sunday, unless I might be doing one on Saturday with Nimble. Don't know, but definitely will be on the Cool Hang Luke show Sunday 7:00. And I think that's what's that 2:00 for the East, something like that. Not too sure. I'm sure you work it out. Anyway, right. Take care, everyone. Ta-da.